We might be drunk, we might be drunk. As long as we are hanging out, you know we might be drunk. Raise a glass, let's talk shit. Pet peeves, Rex, and a bit. Maybe drunk, we might be drunk, yeah.
Here we are, folks. We might be drunk. It's midday on a Wednesday. It's raining out in New York City. And what are we drinking here, Sammy, baby?
Bloody Mary's it's the ultimate day drink.
You got that right.
It's pretty nice.
Good hangover cure. I feel like Draper. You know, he had a rough night with some hoo-ah, and then he goes home and has one of these at the office.
You just combine the two best dramas ever, maybe. Draper and hoo-ah.
What was that?
She was a whore. Sopranos.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking I thought you were talking about Pacino.
Ooh, no.
What was that called?
Son of a Woman.
Son of a Woman.
That movie, we've talked about in this podcast before. It's one of those like horrible movies that every Thanksgiving, if it's on TV, I just watch.
Can't not watch it.
It's very watchable.
Yes.
But it's like, dude, a blind guy driving a car, and it's supposed to be like a feel-good moment. You're like, this is how people die.
I know.
You nearly killed a kid.
Yeah. Chris O'Donnell, he was so cute.
He was a cute kid.
90s, very watchable, kind of fun drama with heart.
Heart, but it was a real I owe you Oscar.
Yes, exactly.
We burned you on Godfather, Dog Day Afternoon, all these classics, and they're like, just fucking take it.
It's like Departed. That was like one of Scorsese's weirdest movies, and that's the one he got.
No, that was a good movie.
It's good, but it's no Raging Bull. It's no Goodfellas. It's no, even Cape Fear I love.
Yeah. King of Comedy.
King of Comedy.
We both love After Hours.
Love After Hours, but then The Departed. What are you going to do? Chop me up and feed me to the poor? You white-laced curtain fuck?
I like that every cop in that movie is just quoting Joyce.
Yeah, I know, right?
Every Boston cop reads James Joyce.
Yeah, and everybody's got a tood, you know. Alec Baldwin's like, God damn it, get over here. And he hits the guy with the file, you know.
That was a great scene.
That was a great scene. He's got the tit sweat going. So funny.
Who the fuck are you? I'm the guy who does his job. You must be the other guy.
Yeah, they're just fist fighting in the back seat. Like, What are we doing here?
It's fun, though.
It is fun. I saw it in the theater twice. Don't get me wrong.
It's a fun ass. It's also ridiculous. He's just saying the N-word in that intro for no reason. Like, there's no reason to open this movie with this many N-bombs.
Right. You're a black guy in Boston. You don't need my help to get fucked. Anthony Anderson's in that for like 8 minutes.
He's great in it.
Yeah. Based on a Japanese film.
Yeah, Infernal Affairs.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Not Internal.
It's Infernal, I'm pretty
Infernal.
sure. Can we double check that, Harry?
Check it out. We got a new screen coming up. Yeah, I think you nailed it.
Infernal.
There you go.
Yeah.
What does Infernal mean?
I have no idea.
All right,
I just
good.
remember the name.
Huh.
Like, remember they did that movie Vanilla Sky with Tom Cruise?
Yeah.
That was Abre los Ojos, and that was supposed to be great. That was also Penelope Cruz. She was in both of them. Imagine being like that is she gets shit on a lot, but like you're in the Spanish and English version of the movie.
That's impressive.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's like when Tom Segura does Spanish stand-up. You're like, Jesus, who is this? Like a gifted child? That's crazy. Very impressive.
Or Carmen Lynch, same thing.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, yeah, it's funny. We were just talking about Salacuse, our boy. He gets a mention on almost every podcast, our buddy Salacuse. But he's saying how our podcast, we start with a high. We hit a wall because we get drunk, and then the second half we kind of slow down.
Yeah.
And he's like, "You need something." He goes like, "The homeless pimp who does Chris DiStefano's podcast."
Yeah.
And we're like, "Of course we know him." And he goes, "He's got great ideas. Like he's like producing it. He's got great ideas. One of his ideas is Chrissy edibles. Like Chris takes edibles. I'm like,
yeah.
You think we couldn't come up with doing drugs?
I know. We could just do a bump on the back half. How about that, Sally? It's noon.
You think we couldn't have cracked that? We're already doing a drug.
Yeah, good point. But it's not enough. I need heroin. Like, that'll keep us high. That'll keep us up. We're just both, like, drooling on minute 51.
Yeah.
Boy, this just the taste. You know, a smell can bring you back?
Yeah.
The taste of this reminds me of, like, being in the park in New Orleans, like,
Wow.
19 years old, chugging these just to try to kill the hangover.
Yeah, killing a hangover is a young man's game, though. You get a little older and you kind of just got to take it.
Take it. You deserve the punishment, and you got to ride it out. Because if you just keep getting back on that horse, it'll never end.
Yeah, you keep killing the hangover. I mean, that's what like all the great writers. I think like all the great writers of their day were just alcoholics. And you're like,
know.
how the fuck did they do it?
Well, I don't think they knew the health risk that they were actually doing. I think they were just like, hey, I feel good now. You know, like they all had elixirs. This is my snake oil. This is my tonic.
You got to know the hell, like just how a hangover makes you feel. You got to be like, this can't be good.
Can't be good. Yeah, my body is telling me something. But, you know, you see those old Guinness ads? It's like, makes you strong, gets you laid, helps you fight, and all this shit. And you're like, maybe I do need one.
Makes you think you're strong.
Yeah.
But yeah, these writers, man, well, you know what it was? They needed to create obstacles because they didn't have like Hemingway and Bukowski, all these like alcoholic writers, they didn't have the distraction of the internet.
I know.
They weren't distracted like, oh, look at all these cats that look like Tommy Lee Jones on BuzzFeed. Like they didn't have to deal with that shit.
Right. That's so true. They just stared at the sea.
Yeah.
That was all they needed, or a beautiful woman, or whatever, the sunset.
That's what it was. It was women. Because all these guys were either divorced or sex addicts.
Totally.
Hemingway was divorced like 4 times. Bukowski had a book, Women, where it's like literally just flying women out to his place. And it's like, by the way, you think like dating apps are fucking sketchy.
Yeah.
He'd look at one picture and be like, I'm buying a plane ticket.
Well, the guy looked like a fucking gargoyle. I mean, he's one of the ugliest men in history.
He was very ugly.
And he had a thing for ugly chicks, I think.
Yeah.
He was like all over like fat chicks and all this stuff. So he was probably like the first ugly guy to make it and get laid. God,
there's got to be people before. I mean,
That's
like
true.
Fucking
what am
Napoleon.
I talking about? Yeah, good point. Good point. By the way, Napoleon, an Italian guy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I always thought he was French.
Oh no, the wise guys love him.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Didn't Tony have a picture of him on his and then Paulie changed it to Tony?
Yeah. That was great.
That was great.
And Tony sees it like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. He's my favorite character, hands down.
Paulie Walnuts?
Yeah, Paulie Walnuts.
It's not a We Might Be Drunk if we don't mention Syracuse and Sopranos every episode.
That's true. Good point.
No, he's the best.
He's so funny. He loves his mother. I love when he punches out Chrissy for making fun of his. He calls his mom a whore, so he punches him during the intervention. I mean, come on.
The intervention is the best. Chris is probably my favorite, but...
Oh, I like Chris too. Chrissy.
They were the best.
When he sits on little Cosette.
Brutal.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it. You can't. Tony could murder any human, but you fuck with an animal, you're dead to him. That's like a great sign of a sociopath.
That's right. That's true. Serial killers still like worry about animals. They'll bludgeon a woman with a pipe, but don't hurt a cat.
So weird.
Yeah, I don't like animal stuff either. Even when I see like a little kid playing with a cat too rough, I'm like, what are you doing?
I hate that shit. Yeah, when people like, you ever see someone who's like rough with their dog and you're just like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I know. I mean, we've talked about it before with the blowing weed smoke in the dog's face or putting beer in the bowl. You're like, come on.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah, give the guy a break.
What else is going on, man?
Oh, well, we were talking about Scent of a Woman. I wanted to veer off to this. What do you think about Stevie Wonder? Some people have a conspiracy theory that he's not blind.
What?
Yeah. Well, there's some video, Matt or Harry, if you pull it up, there's a video of somebody like throwing him a microphone and he catches it. Have you heard about this? Or am I just drunk at night on YouTube in my pajamas with half a boner?
Is this?
Aha. Here we go. Is Stevie Wonder blind? Then how'd he grab the mic?
Is he? Maybe he's like Daredevil blind.
Oh, there's Paul McCartney. We're doing some kind of big...
Hey, look, it fell there.
Oh, he grabbed it.
Let me see.
Watch this. He drops the microphone, and he caught it.
Maybe he felt it.
Maybe he felt it. I'm sure he's blind. All right. Everybody's got a theory about everything.
There's all these conspiracy theory podcasts. I think ours was debunked in 12 seconds. I think that lasted not even 30 seconds.
Pretty impressive, though. He still caught that microphone.
Well, they say your other senses are raised if you're blind. I mean, like if you see blind people on the street, they're pretty good with the stick usually.
That's
they
true.
do know where they're. I mean, you know,
a blind guy walk around New York. That's like a kid in the Vatican. I mean, it's just high risk. What are you, crazy?
I don't. His name escapes me right now. He's a really funny guy. Does drug special. Shane something blonde.
Shane Moss?
Yes, he has a joke where he goes, if you got the right pair of sunglasses, you can take a seeing-eye dog just about anywhere. Oh, no, a dog at just about anywhere. See, I fucked up the joke.
That's funny.
You can take a dog just about anywhere.
That's a great observation.
Yeah.
Speaking of the seeing-eye dog, and this sounds like a bit, but I think it's just a fun idea.
Yeah.
If you're like a worker dog, seeing eye, anxiety dog, cop dog, whatever it is, bomb squad dog,
yeah,
You gotta want to be drug dog the most. First of all, you're at the airport, you're kind of hanging out, you can sniff coke. I'm sure you get a little bump every now and then. Or you're in like Bolivia. I don't know. It seems like seeing eye dog. I'm like taking this retard to the park. Sorry. I'm taking this handy to the park and, whatever. Okay, maybe we'll walk around a little bit. I got to pull this guy through traffic. But the drug dog is like living.
They command the most respect too.
Yes,
they're leading. They're leading the cop around.
Right.
They're being led around. They're like, follow me. I got to lead.
That's a great point. And you go, yeah, of course, go, baby, you got it.
That's a great observation. Yeah, the seeing eye dog is definitely. You're basically a nanny.
You're a nanny. You're babysitting. You're like the bitch for you're helping the guy. All right, come on, let's go. You're about to get hit by a car, but the drug dog is living.
Who picks up after the seeing eye dog?
Ooh, that's a great question. I love it. Write that down.
Really? God, there's no way that's not been done.
I think it might have been done, but that's a funny angle. Yeah, who's picking up that?
Yeah, see, it's been done.
Ah, okay. Yeah, damn, it's like a meme. All right.
Damn.
It's a great question, though.
It is a good question.
Yeah, also, the blind guy's got to wipe his ass, and you got to help? Like, how does that work? With the blind guy ass wiping.
That's a Robert Schimmel joke.
Oh, is
how do blind people know when they're done wiping their ass?
Yeah, exactly. But I think the seeing eye dog has to assist with the ass wiping, I assume.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Do you really? What, with their paw? What do you think they're doing?
Well, they got a lot of fur. That's when I know I'm getting too drunk, is when I'm using my pets as a napkin. My cat walks by and I'm like, hang on, I got some ketchup on my hand there.
You got barbecue sauce in your jeans and your puppy's head.
Yeah.
That's terrible. Yeah, I use jeans as a napkin too much.
Oh, man, same. They should make napkins out of denim. Just
those are
I'm
cool
so
pants, by the way.
Thank you. I got these at the Gap on the road on sale because I was out of pants.
I don't see cargo pants that fit a lot. They always seem too baggy. Those look like they fit.
They fit like a glove. They're tapered at the bottom, and I put my merch money in the cargos.
Ooh.
Yeah, so when I put my shit through the security at the airport, no one thinks about. I got wads and wads of hundreds in here, and it just goes right through.
It's a shady look for the airport, though.
It is.
It does make you look like you have a dime bag in one of those pockets, you know?
No doubt about it. And if they pulled it out, they'd be like, "What's all this cash about?" And I'm like, "I sell shirts that say comedy on them." That's. I swear to God, that's a thing.
It's yeah. You don't see cargo shorts that fit. It's a big victory.
I heard a woman once say, because cargo shorts are out.
Are they?
Yeah. Who can keep up with fashion? But all these women were like, hey, man who wear cargo shorts, you're a dork, whatever. And one woman wrote, all these guys were like, I didn't know that, sorry. And one woman wrote, just wear the fucking shorts if you want to wear them. That's the hottest thing.
Exactly. To me, that's like fashion. It's just like not, I mean, and I don't know it. So, but to me, it's like just do what you want to do.
Yes.
And confidence kind of comes through. I think guys, when you really remember an outfit, they're fucking up.
Ooh.
If it's like a little too loud,
so
then it's kind of like if you remember an outfit, it means the dude wore a shirtless George Costanza shirt.
Right.
Posing the art of seduction.
Yeah.
You're like, oh shit, I remember. That ain't good. A black t-shirt and like a jean jacket. No one fucking.
Exactly. You want a hint of you? I think a shoe or a shirt can really pop in a good way. But yeah, you don't want to be memorable. You don't want to stand out. Anytime a guy goes, can I pull this off? You probably can't.
Exactly. Ooh, that's a hint of you. That might be we might be drunk cologne if we come out. Cologne is kind of douchey to me.
Cologne's a problem.
You know, so I'm at, no offense, Vinny Brand. I was just at Bridgeport Stress Factory, and Vinny is going on. He's like, I'm going to get you your first cologne. I was like, I'm going to throw it in the fucking garbage if you get me a cologne. He goes, smell this. Tell me you don't notice how good this smell is. I was like, I'm not going to smell you. I don't want to smell you. And if I can smell you, like, even if it's subtle, I think women also prefer a natural scent. We've talked about how we prefer a natural scent on women.
Yeah, and just the idea of going, I can't live with myself doing that.
It feels like a douchebag It feels like, was there a time when cologne was more acceptable? I feel like,
I think so,
I
yeah.
think it was.
Well, aftershave I can do because, it's very matte. You shave and you do a little. My dad used to do that, and, his teeth would smell like a dad. Like it's like English leather or whatever the hell it was.
Aftershave is kind of manly, though.
It's kind of manly,
yeah. Because it hurts when you put
hurts.
it on.
Exactly. Men have to feel pain.
Yeah.
Seinfeld had that old bit, like men when they hug, they hit because we still have to be hurting each other. That's a great point.
That is true. Yeah, I remember even when Axe body spray first came out, like I was using that as a substitute for roll-on deodorant, which you can't do.
No.
I didn't realize that. I went to a basketball camp in Philly, and I was like the only white kid at the camp. And, and they were all like, "What the fuck? Like, you need real deodorant." That was like, it became a thing to shit on me.
Yeah.
For using Axe body spray. I was like, I'm lazy. I just grabbed it and ran out.
And just
yeah. But when you're sweating all week at a basketball camp, holy shit.
It has no antiperspirant. It just smells good, I think.
I don't like antiperspirant though.
I like powder. I use women's deodorant. I'm saying it right here first. Yeah, I use the secret.
That's how it starts. Next week you're going to be telling me about your underwear.
Yeah.
There's more give.
I also shave my legs, but we'll get to that later.
I'm going to bend over. You're going to bend over to tie your shoes. I'm like, is that a thong Mark's wearing? What the hell?
It's riding up the whale tail. Yeah. No, I use women's deodorant because I like the powder. I don't like the jelly, gooey, liquid shit.
Yeah, I hate. Ooh, remember when it would be like, it would look like Play-Doh? You would do the little twist on deodorant.
Oh,
it would come out like Play-Doh, and you're like, well, yeah, you think I want like moisture in here?
Exactly. I'm wet enough.
Jelly's gross. I don't mind the roll-on though, and it just kind of.
I like a roll-on. Yeah.
Roll-on is good. I like to sweat. I think sweating's natural. I don't want to not sweat.
I guess, but I hate when I'm at the at the DMV and just feel that boop, that drip. I hate that drip. It's like an IV for a
well,
comatose.
if you're hungover, a hungover sweat.
Oh.
There's nothing quite like it.
No, or a bomb sweat, which I know is not relatable, but Joe List one time bombed so hard on an outdoor corporate gig, and he was wearing a suit, and he took his blazer off, and he had like a dress shirt on, and the whole back was wet, and it was a great photo. He just showed the photo.
Wow.
It was perfect.
Damn.
And back sweat. I get that so bad on a bomb.
Yeah.
You know?
It's weird when you start to, like, I remember there's a Bill Hicks special where he's just sweating his ass off.
Yeah.
I think it's his half hour, his One Night Stand, which is a great special, HBO. But his sweat was fucking crazy. Oh, you got a picture? Yes.
Yeah, black people were smart enough to just bring the towel. Whitey never really did the towel.
It looks weird when you're dead. Well, I mean, Bernie Mac sweating back in the day. Certain comics. I think Martin Lawrence was a sweater. I mean, he almost went into a coma from sweating. Do you remember?
What?
Didn't Martin Lawrence go into a coma from? I think he was jogging, and he wanted to lose weight, so he was wearing a sweatshirt while he jogged.
Wow. I mean, Martin Lawrence, to be fair, though, would wear a full leather suit with no shirt under it. So he's basically like cutting weight to get on the wrestling team during his set.
That is true. It's like doing Kegels, you know?
I'm doing them now in
my
underwear.
In an attempt to lose weight, an upcoming movie had to put on several layers of clothing to sweat off the pounds he subsequently suffered heat stroke.
Wow.
When he arrived at the medical center in Thousand Oaks, California, Lawrence clocked in with 107-degree body temperature. Holy shit, man.
Damn. Was this before or after the nervous breakdown on the highway with the handgun?
I don't know. Man, Martin Lawrence was a great comic actor, though. His show was great.
So good. I loved Martin.
I even liked the movies that weren't, like, even like Blue Streak. It's like, well, it's got Chappelle in it. I still liked it.
I love Blue Streak.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Bad
a talent.
Boys.
And we've all heard the Chris Rock story where he blew him off stage.
Really?
You never heard this?
No, I never heard this.
Oh, man. Chris Rock was on SNL, so he's like blowing up a little bit, and he's a good stand-up. But he's like us. He's like a joke guy. Sure, he's got a little more energy and he paces, but he used to just stand there and tell jokes. He's at Cleveland Improv or somewhere. Martin Lawrence, unheard of, no name, opener guy, kills. And he was like, I can't follow that. And he bombed. So after that, he started prowling the stage and everything because he knew he couldn't just stand and deliver. It had to do the energy thing. So that fucked his whole world up.
Fuck.
Yeah, Martin Lawrence, man. Just an unknown murderer.
Yeah, I remember You So Crazy. I used to watch that DVD all the time as a kid.
Mm-hmm. What was the one with the cleavage on the cover? It was like the hottest cover. Matt, pull it up. It was After Dark or Talking Dirty After Dark. As a kid, that was pretty hot for me. It's just tits on a box. Cleavage shot. It's a special. Oh, God. Now we're
going to get to come up here, too.
I think they do that in post.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Come on. Oh.
I remember a thin line between love and hate. The woman in that movie was so hot. Do you remember that movie?
No, I don't know if I caught that.
That was a Martin Lawrence. I loved Martin Lawrence, man.
Yeah, I did too. I think is he still going?
Yeah, he just did the new Bad Boys movie.
Oh, great.
With Will Smith.
That actually did good numbers, I think.
I think that was like the last movie to do good numbers before the pandemic.
Oh, wow. Damn.
But yeah, man, it was like, yeah, there we go. Lynn Whitfield, I think. She's hot, right?
She's really pretty. Holy shit. No, it was a comedy special, I swear to God. I think it was HBO, After Dark, Talking Dirty. Damn it. It was just, the whole box was just two boobs. Oh, man. Now I feel like I'm crazy. I'm losing it. But we'll find it. We can't just stare at a screen. But yeah. Yeah, Martin Lawrence, underrated. What a beast. Damn, I had something about the perspirator. Oh, yeah. I go powder. I tried it one day on the road. That's all they had, and I needed deodorant, and I never went back. Big fan.
Powder.
Secret. Strong enough for a man.
But you go women's powder.
I do women's powder.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah. Secret.
I used to have a joke about how, like, you know, if you get a, you know, men doing little things like, you know, like if you get a sex change, people say you're a hero. If you transition, well, you're very brave. But if I get like my eyebrows tweezed, they're like, you fucking pussy. You do the little things, you get called out for it. But if you go all in.
So true.
So the little things, I think about that and you're like, yeah, I could see ladies deodorant. I mean, I've used girlfriend's deodorant before.
Yeah.
Because you're like, what's there and I don't have it.
Right. That's a good point. I think it's the same for women. Like if a woman, you know, transitions, that's great. But if a woman's like eating a chili dog and wearing boxers, that's still kind of hot.
Women like an oversized shirt.
They love an oversized shirt.
Women like to feel small.
Yes. Which is not what men want. We're the opposite.
I always wonder, like, smaller guys who date taller women. Like, you think Nicole Kidman ever threw one of Tom Cruise's shirts on? And like, yeah, this doesn't really fit.
Yeah, he's got to be, what, 5'7"?
5'7".
Wow.
Did you hear that story that just came out about Tom Cruise and how he saved Elizabeth Shue's life? There was like a helicopter blade. Harry, you probably pulled this up. Tom Cruise helicopter, Elizabeth Shue. Yeah, it's like a reverse Jonathan Landis, whatever happened here. He saved her.
Wow, he's a real-life action star.
He saved her from, spinning blades while on set. Part of me is like, do you need the real blades?
I know, right?
You fake guns.
Yeah, he's an odd duck, that Cruise.
You hear all these stories how he's like the greatest guy, and like I remember Bill Hader told a story about how he heard someone in his family was dying or very ill, and he made sure the set was like boom, boom, boom to get him out of there.
Oh, wow.
So you hear all these great things. I just think Scientology's got to be rough.
Yeah, it seems like they got a grip on you and they don't let go. They squeeze you to death because they know all your secrets. Deodorant. But yeah, he's an odd duck. Apparently Jimmy Kimmel has that story about how he showed up at his Super Bowl with his mom and cupcakes, and he's like, "Oh hey, we're all drinking beers, watching football, and you show up with your mom." And then he's one of these guys who just does push-ups randomly,
really,
because he's like, we're wasting time. I can be productive. I can do push-ups.
That is fucking hilarious.
I know.
That's like a thing you see a character do in a movie and you're like, shut up.
Exactly.
That's like Ari Gold on Entourage.
Yeah, he's comedy gold, but he's not trying to be funny. You know, he's on Oprah's couch, going nuts. And
that was fucking brutal.
Brutal. But,
Damn, I do love Tom Cruise, though.
I do, too. Does his own stunts. And he looks amazing for his age.
He looks amazing. He looks amazing for our age. For his age. He's got fucking abs.
Yeah.
It's like 60.
By the way, Vanilla Sky, he's in that.
Yeah.
Is that a good movie or not? It feels like it's departed-y. It's on the line. I can't tell.
You know what it is? It kind of is, and it's like, it's weird and it's interesting, but I don't know if it's quite good.
I feel the same way.
It's like, it doesn't all the way make sense, I don't think. It's almost like when you have like a drug-fueled dream or something, and it's just like, all right, it's like a dream sequence episode of a show where you're like, did this just waste my time, or was it kind of riveting? I can't tell.
I know. I'm with you.
He's
true.
great in it.
He's great. The ladies are super hot, and it's a great idea. And it's Cameron Crowe who does great work.
Great or horrible.
Great or horrible.
So it's like you can't. That was one where you're like, I don't know.
But I saw it in the theater. I remember leaving, being like, "That was good, right?" And my date was like, "Yeah, I think so."
It was cool to see in the theater because it was like so big. The movie was so big. But yeah, I mean, Tom Cruise, my favorite role of his ever was Magnolia. He got robbed of the Oscar that year, man.
Unbelievable movie. That's a PTA.
Yeah.
Unbelievable movie. That movie's incredible.
I haven't seen it forever. I wonder if it holds up.
Oh, I saw it like a year ago and I loved it again. It was C. Riley is great.
He like steals the show in that movie.
Hoffman is great.
Yes.
I mean, the intertwining stories. I love that movie.
William H. Macy.
Oh my God, William H. Macy, one of the most underrated actors.
Such a tragic character. Yeah, I mean, I think Fargo's in my top 5 movies ever.
Wow. So. Yeah. No, I can't argue with that. Can't go wrong with Cohen. See, they've had some shit too.
Which ones are shit?
Well, we talked about this. I don't love the Clooney one.
Oh, Intolerable Cruelty?
I don't love it.
It's like a throwback Hollywood screwball comedy. I think it's pretty good.
True,
I think it's a different movie, and I'm like, I love Clooney, man. I think he's great. So I think he's pretty funny in it. And Catherine Zeta-Jones is so fucking hot in it.
Yeah. I still can't get over her laser beam scene in Entrapment.
Yes.
Woo! Don't pull that up, Matt, because it'll get us all excited.
Yeah, we don't need to fucking pitch a tent in here.
Yeah, in the mid '90s, it didn't get any hotter than that, but going below a laser.
Sean Connery, man. Fucking a toast to fucking Sean Connery.
Oh, yes.
Because we lost him, and he's a bad motherfucker. I'll tell you one of my favorite movies ever, The Man Who Would Be King. I think it's based on Rudyard Kipling.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, dude, The Man Who Would Be King. It's Sean Connery. Michael Caine is incredible in it.
Oh, yeah.
And I think Christopher Plummer. One of the best movies ever.
Wow.
It's fucking phenomenal.
That's quite a review.
Yeah. It's like these guys who basically, I haven't seen it in years, but it's incredible. These guys who basically overtake a village and they trick them into thinking they're gods and things go pretty fucking bad. But it's really, really good.
Okay. I got to check that out.
Yeah, Harry, look up. It's Rudyard Kipling, The Man Who Would Be King. It's a different name, the book. I don't know what it's called.
Sean Connery, famous for bar fights.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Scottish guys are the toughest guys.
It's not the name. I don't know. I don't know why, but it's a different name for sure. But whatever.
Kipling.
I'm pretty sure. I could be fucking totally wrong here.
Yeah, I'm still worried about the Martin Lawrence special. I'm telling you, that exists.
We're all over this shit because we go from Lawrence to Connery. We'll go anywhere, man.
Oh, yeah.
I got another toast to me.
Oh, please.
I don't know if I've done this because, we drink on this every week, but which could be a start to any sentence we ever say on this. But a toast to, you ever go to your local sandwich shop?
Uh-huh.
And my guy he'll go, the regular. And I said, yeah. And he just makes the sandwich.
Oh, you mentioned this before.
I love it.
That's the best. The usual.
So this is a toast into a peeve.
All right. Ooh.
He said the regular today, and he gave me American cheese instead of cheddar.
Oh, that stings.
Broke my fucking heart.
That hurts.
I got an issue. American cheese is fine, but here's my issue with it. It sticks to the top of your fucking mouth.
You got that right.
It's the Captain Crunch of cheese. There's issues. It affects the top of your mouth.
It's definitely the most chemically fakey process. That's why it's American. It's got all the shit in it. But
it's the fake tits of cheese.
It's the fake tits of cheese.
It works. And I actually like eating it plain. I'll just the way Homer Simpson would just eat Kraft singles.
Yeah.
I'll fucking do that.
All day. I'm with you.
But I like cheddar on my eggs, man.
Oh, I love it.
That's my go-to.
I'm with you. What's the difference between cheddar and American? Is there a big difference? Because they're the same goddamn color.
I don't know, but I'm going by the taste here. Harry, can we pull that up? The difference between cheddar and American?
I've always wondered that.
I like cheddar better.
Yeah, I think I do too.
But they kind of work on a lot of this. Like you could do turkey cheddar, turkey American. You kind of do either.
Yeah. You know what feels good to order? I feel like I know some shit was when I order pepper jack. Give me the pepper jack.
Pepper jack is good shit.
That's good shit. I like provolone. I like Swiss. I'm a big cheese queef.
I love cheese. I'll fuck with some jalapeno cheddar. You ever do that? Habanero cheddar.
Oh, that's good.
That's the good shit.
That's good.
Dude, you got to be careful because you're going to pay for that later.
That's true.
You can't start the day with a Bloody Mary and a habanero cheddar. I'll tell you that right now.
You'll be shitting fire. Yeah, that's so true. Cheese, man. That's why cheese is an upcharge. It's like that old Chris Rock joke. Damn, she had to get some cheese on her Whopper.
Cheddar's a hard English cheese, while American is smooth and creamy processed. Yeah, it's processed. You're right. It's fake titties.
Fake tits of cheese.
Cheddar's big tits, but they're natural.
Yeah, big natties. Cheddar. And you know what's weird is when it's sharp. I love a sharp
cheddar is it's just the best. I don't like white American or white cheddar.
Easy.
That's the great the ethnic comic move where you're just like, why's it got to be white cheddar? You're just like, I feel like this doesn't have anything to do with race.
White chocolate sucks. Am I right? It's all about real chocolate, dark chocolate.
I do like dark chocolate better though.
I like milk.
You get aged cheddar. There's no aged American.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we get rid of our old people. We don't respect them. Cuomo, talking to you, nursing home. Yeah, you're right. That's fascinating.
Interesting.
Very American of us.
Very American.
Processed, and there's no aged.
Craft singles. There's something sad about American being the single one.
Yeah,
Can't find anybody.
So true.
It's got to be on its own.
And much like people in America, if they have flaws, like you tear a craft single, it's worthless. It's got to be the full square.
Damn, that's a good point. You know what I do love, though? I was going to trash packaged cheese, but I'm string cheese till I die, dude.
I like string cheese, too. Just peeling it apart, it feels fun.
It's a project.
Yeah.
It's fun. You do a thing while you eat it. I like... It brings you back to childhood. Something about this pandemic brought me back to childhood nostalgia. You know? And it's like, there's something about having like a sugary cereal.
I love a sugary cereal.
Or string cheese, man.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for some chocolate milk.
Yes.
I love a good Choco Milko.
Dude, there was a run for chocolate milk where they were like, you can have it after a workout. It's got a lot of protein in it.
That's right. Apparently, first of all, I think it was invented in Jamaica. Fun fact.
Really?
Give it a goog. And it gives you more energy than an energy drink.
The sugar.
It's all sugar, yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess the milk has some protein. I don't know. But yeah, give me a Yoo-hoo and I'll blow you. I love a Yoo-hoo.
Yoo-hoo sounds like what you say to someone before you blow them.
Yeah, Yoo-hoo.
Yoo-hoo.
Yeah, that's one hell of a crazy straw you got there. But yeah.
I do love Yoo-hoo.
Yoo-hoo.
Nesquik might be my fave. That's my go-to, man.
This is where I'm going to lose you, though. I don't like strawberry milk.
It's great for the first sip.
Yeah.
And then you lose me. They even do banana milk now, and I'm like, slow down.
Oh God.
That's like the femdom of
yes.
That's like put me in a leather suit and beat me of the chocolate milk people, and like I want the classic. Just fuck missionary, and I'm good.
Yeah. Don't peg me with your banana milk.
I like vanilla chocolate milk though. Vanilla milk.
Vanilla milk.
Yeah, they do. Like
that feels like an oxymoron. There's too many whites. Vanilla and milk? I don't know.
Yeah.
It feels like an overlap, but I'll try it.
They called The Departed.
I'll tell you, I'll do some eggnog.
You fucking love eggnog.
I love eggnog. I'll drink eggnog in the summer.
Yeah, I like nutmeg and cinnamon and anything.
Yeah, oh yeah. Can't go wrong with cinnamon. Back to cheese, though. The Swiss cheese guy, whoever invented Swiss cheese is a genius because he's saving like 30% of his income just putting holes in that shit.
He's doing what the donut and the bagel people did.
Yes.
But he took it over to cheese. And there's even more holes.
There's way more holes in this story. And what he should do is keep those holes and sell that. Swiss holes.
It also became used as an insult.
A-hole?
No, like if you're playing bad defense, he's playing Swiss cheese defense. This story's got a lot of holes in it. Holes are a negative.
Yeah,
and
that's
it still
true.
works.
That's true. Yeah, it still works because it differentiates from the cheddars and the provolones because it's got holes in it. It's got some holes. Swiss hole, by the way, sounds like an asshole from Switzerland.
I also don't like hole. I mean, glory hole. That's not a good hole either.
That's not great, but they are socially distant. Yeah, you're getting you're cutting off the breath. All right, but yeah, no, you're right. Hey, we might be drunk, folks. Is brought to you by Honey. Oh yeah, we all, especially with this pandemic, we all shop online. We all look for coupons. We're all looking for a hot deal. That's the genius of Honey. Honey. You don't have to search anymore for a promo code or anything. Honey is free browser extension that scours the internet for discount codes. When you're ready to check out, Honey automatically applies the best one. It's instant savings. That is a genius idea. You got to get on Honey. You got to do it today so you can save some cash. Honey has found its customers over $2 billion in savings, supported by over 30,000 stores online. Buy anything from tech and gaming products to beer and wine. You got to get on it. I buy shoes all the time online. I buy like toilet paper and toothpaste. Why the hell not? You know, I don't want to go to the store. And I could use Honey to get all these deals and steals.
It's so nice. I was the type of guy that would always type in promo code for this thing. That Honey does this automatically. It is pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
If you don't already have Honey, you could be straight up missing out on free savings. It's literally free.
Yep.
It installs in just a few seconds. Save some dough and support this podcast. Get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/drunk. That's joinhoney.com/drunk. And get that honey, baby.
Yeah, buy some cheese, have it delivered, and get a deal.
I do like Swiss cheese a lot.
I do too. It might be my favorite chease.
Really?
Yeah, I
it
think
gets
so.
hate on.
It does. It's because of the holes, I guess.
No, I think it's because it's got, like, some people think it's got a weird flavor.
Maybe that's what I like about it.
It's a mature flavor.
Yeah. By the way, the first guy to eat cheese was pretty optimistic. It's old milk. Yeah. And he was like, I'll eat it. Fuck it.
I bet they didn't get it all the way right first time. He just had some like in between shit. It was pretty damn bad.
Totally. But it kind of it's a symbol for you can still work with something even if it's shitty, you know, because it's rotten milk that's been out for too long, and yet it's hugely popular.
Raisins.
Raisins, another great example.
Optimism. You never know.
Optimism. Even the first guy to eat a lemon was probably like, whew. I can use this.
Yes.
You know, because that's
just a hint.
Just a hint. Exactly. So things can be spun to a positive. All these negative cunts out there who just turn everything down. These no men. Get out of here. We wouldn't have these great things if you were around. You negative Nancy.
Yeah. No men, negative Nancy. You got both groups there. You know, I think something about Swiss cheese is so adult. Like, I feel like if you don't like Swiss cheese, you probably don't go down on women.
Yeah,
You're
that's
probably
true.
like, yeah, I don't know. Grow up. They're both delicious, and they both take a man's palate. Get some or a woman. You know, some women are too. Don't want to exclude anybody.
Sure.
Swiss cheese and vagina, both are the adult. I'm going too far here, guys.
No, I like it. I like it. Yeah, no, you're right. This whole, like, some people like Cheese Whiz and all this. Like, come on, get out of here.
Well, Cheese Whiz is like, it's like the American cheese people. The Cheese Whiz are like the Philly cheesesteak people.
Yeah.
They want the cheese, but I'm a provolone guy for my cheesesteak. I don't go Whiz.
That's a superior cheese for sure. I'll do whatever because I don't want to get beat up by a psycho guy in Philly, but there's all these camps. I'm so sick of these camps. I'm a provolone guy. I'm a whiz guy. You got to go to Mikey's. I go to Pete's. Like, all right, life's too short. We got to have
Geno's,
these feuds.
Pat's.
Yeah.
Like, you went to Pat's or Geno's? Those are the commercial ones. I'm here for 2 days. Get off my case.
I know. And also, it tastes the exact same. I'm going to shit blood after. Let me get on with my life.
If I get diarrhea, isn't that all we really needed to do here?
Exactly.
Come on.
I'm torturing myself eating this foot long of shitty meat and horrible cheese.
And peppers. And I have to do 2 shows tonight. I can't move.
Exactly. Yeah, same that goes for you deep dish queefs out there. I got a knife and fork out and a bib on. Like, what am I doing? I look like I ate out a chick on her period. I'm covered in red sauce. It's too much.
The deep dish pizza is so aggressive.
It's a lot.
It's got a lot of confidence because, like, it really started like the anti-carb movement to go
Right.
even harder. They're like,
Yeah.
we're going even bigger. Like, fuck you. That's what happened. A lot of these places had health food movements, and then the unhealthy places went even further. Like, you know, in Atlanta, the Laughing Skull place, they have like meals like the heart attack. It's a burger with 2 grilled cheese sandwiches for buns, hard-boiled eggs, bacon, slathered in butter, and you're like, look, do I want to die tonight?
I know. Also, do these shows play in third world countries? Can you imagine seeing that? Like, I've been eating grass for like 6 months, and you're showing me a hard-boiled egg on top of a steak, on top of bacon, on top of a pancake. I mean, what are we doing to these people?
That's crazy.
That's what do you call it? Shaming.
It's so aggressive. It's funny that it's really a reaction to be like, fuck you, we don't care. But then she's like, how about the people that have to work at these places?
I know.
And then they're like, I don't have time to go out to get a meal. I guess I'll have the fried egg burger, grilled cheese again.
Yeah, exactly.
This guy's 600 pounds. He needs some energy to serve people.
Yeah. You got to learn CPR when you go there, just because it's part of it. I get the CPAP machine and the defibrillator out. Johnny's on his 6th heart attack.
They do tater tot nachos.
Oh, those are good though.
They're fucking amazing.
They're good, but you can have 4 of them because it's a fucking tater tot. But yeah, I love it.
It's so good.
I don't feel like nachos, and this is where I'll lose.
Ooh,
by the way, we're
don't you
turning
dare.
into Sal Volcano's pod. I'm a little worried.
Yeah, but
here.
we're kind of yes-anding.
Okay.
They're versus each other.
Good point,
It's
good
DeRosa
point.
and Sal versus each other. We're kind of just, every once in a while, we're going to talk food. We talk movies a ton.
Yeah, it's true. We did Sean Connery. Then we did Martin Lawrence. Yeah, we're all over the place here, folks. It's called stream of consciousness. But nachos, I feel like haven't been perfected.
Wow.
Well, I
didn't know this side of you.
Well, as a bit of an OCD and a bit of an analytical cum guzzler, I think I don't like the pile on the top. Then you got these random tortillas that are naked on the side. I want it all to be. That's why I like soup and chili and gumbo and cream based or whatever chowder. It's all on board.
You're a real soup queef, Mark.
I am. I'm a soup Nazi because I don't like the idea of this nacho getting half of what this one is, who's completely buried in the goods.
What are you, communist Cuba? It's interesting. You make an interesting point because during the pandemic, places, because of nachos for shared food, some restaurants would do like single nachos so you could still share them, but it would be like dressed every chip.
Now that I'm on board
with Salakis and I went to a Mexican place in his hood and they did that.
Yeah.
Because I love nachos. I'm a big nacho guy.
I like it.
And I love the mixture. Like I love jalapenos. I love black olives. I love a little sour cream on there.
Yeah.
I love the salsa. I love a shitload of cheese. Like it is, to me, the feel-good communal food.
Yes, yeah. You're at a bar, you're watching the game, you're with friends, you got a couple beers. I love nachos. I'm just worried because I don't want a plain chip. The chip to me is the vehicle for the chili, the sour cream, the jalapeno, the black bean, the cheese, guac, whatever it is. It's just a vehicle for me.
Yeah.
And so if I get a chip without the same amount as the middle guy, I'm bummed.
Well, this is a metaphor for something bigger. I mean, you have like a Bernie Sanders approach to your nachos here. I mean, we got Jeff Bezos over here. It's smothered in cheese and black olives. We got someone over here. This is the food stamps of nachos. It's got nothing going on.
Yes, exactly. This nacho's on Medicaid, and this guy owns Tahiti. It's not fair. But yeah, Bill Gates.
Yeah, divorce.
I just saw Melinda on Bumble. All right. No, that was a tweet. But yeah. How about that, huh?
Yeah.
I was hanging out with Will Sylvince. He drove me home last night, and he was like, it's so weird. I thought women liked money. Like, why would she break up with him? I thought women liked rich guys. And I'm like, they do until they get the money. She's got half of it. So she doesn't need him now.
Well, it's funny when Bezos he got divorced. His wife, I think, became like the second richest person. That's hilarious that you're that rich that the person you divorce becomes the next richest person.
That's impressive. Yeah, so true. I know. And then if you go on a date with them, I hope she pays. I mean, let's be honest. She got to get that bill.
That's hilarious. Can you imagine like going on a date with her and you're just like, you reach for your wallet. She doesn't even go for the purse. You're like, all right, fuck.
Come on. Yeah, I know you have Microsoft.
Yeah, that made me Microsoft.
Hey, when God closes the door, he opens the windows. Woo, baby. Jokes.
Yeah, I mean, she really, that's such a weird thing. I mean, part of me is like, if they can't make it, that is weird.
I agree.
Because you think like, there's not a better couples counselor you can afford.
Right.
They got the best person if they
Good
tried.
point. And they've got the best home. They got the best cars. They got the best care. They got the best everything.
But that's the problem. When your home is too big, I feel like that could hurt a marriage. It's almost like if your bed is too big.
You're
not cuddling.
Interesting.
You kind of got a distant thing going on.
Yeah, that's true.
It's so easy to be in a bad marriage if you've got an 18 bedroom.
Yeah. But then
you're not sleeping on the couch, you're sleeping in the other fucking sweet bed.
That's true, but on the flip side, if me and my gal lived in this tiny studio / one bedroom, and we were at each other's throats because it's too small. So there is
too small is way worse.
It's way worse. I think there's a happy medium, you're saying, because most people think the bigger the better, but there's a middle ground.
Yeah.
I think you got something there.
Yeah. I think reasonably big, but also you want to see the person.
Yeah, I guess so. Tim Burton. Look this one up there, Hare or Matt. Tim Burton is married to Helena Bonham Carter, and they have two
not
houses.
Not anymore. No, they're divorced.
Okay, well, when they were together, they had two houses.
Sure, or maybe they're still together. You know what? I think.
Or maybe they never got married.
No, she was with Kenneth Branagh.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, she's got an interesting taste. Both houses split. They lived next door to each other, and they each had their own house.
Says they split.
Okay, they split. But at the time, see, look, they had a London home next door to one another, and they were linked. So they had like a little tunnel connecting, but they had their own houses. Pretty interesting.
Interesting.
I kind of like that. Like,
I mean, that's not.
it's kooky.
I mean, but that's what you expect.
Yeah,
And you
he's a
expect
weirdo.
Johnny Depp in The Third House to just walk out with like 90 scarves and just be like, "Hey guys,"
Right.
Like, it's just a weird. She really she's a great actress.
Great actor.
She was on The Crown recently. She was great on that.
That's right.
She's yeah. I mean, obviously Fight Club, all of Tim Burton's movies she's in.
Yep.
Yeah, she's got a kooky vibe for sure.
It's cute when two kooks get together.
Yeah.
You know, like the weird kid in your high school who's like the artsy goth kid starts hooking up with like the suicide girl, and you're like, all right, that's good. You guys are both weirdos and cutters and all that.
That is cute.
Yeah, it's kind of like the jock and the prom queen. You know, I like when those people meet.
You're rooting for him.
Yeah.
That's the whole basis for Us Weekly.
What do you mean?
Well, you're rooting for these two actors to get together. You're like, you know what I mean? If two people you like start dating, you're like, oh, good for them.
It is fun. And then you get to picture them fucking. You're like, wow, Timberlake is fucking Cameron Diaz. What's that like? You know? That's exciting.
That's an old issue right there.
I haven't been to the dentist in a while.
Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall. I'm like, geez, Mark, you're really...
Wow, Liz Taylor looks great. When's the last time you've been to the dentist, by the way?
It's been a long, long time.
Me too.
How about you?
It's comedy. Well, my parents had me on this thing back when I was younger where I'd go twice a year, and I hated it, obviously. It's, you know, you're
but now
a
you
kid.
look back and you're like, that was a good deal.
That was a good deal. I hate it. My dad was like, you're going to miss this one day when you're, a broke cunt or whatever. I'm like, shut up, Dad. You don't get me. And then cut to me at 37. I'm like, shit, I
just like
cleaning.
picturing your dad who's, I just picture being like a really bright guy, just being like, you fucking broke cunt.
Yeah.
Piece of shit.
He's putting on aftershave, hitting my mom. Yeah. No, it's true. I got to go. And this is comedy in a nutshell. This is how sad this is. I'm going out to some gig somewhere, I think Tacoma or Seattle, whatever, and Spokane. And the guy, my opener, Andrew, goes, there's a dentist who does a podcast, and he gives you a cleaning while he does the podcast. Do you want to do it? I'm like, I'll do it because I get a free cleaning.
Where is it?
I think it's in Spokane.
I'm there. I'm going there. Let me know.
Get him on, Dennis Pod. But that's how fucked up we are that I'm like, oh, I'll do a podcast for the cleaning.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's how bad it's getting. I'm like, you did his podcast? Prostate exam. I had to getting older.
Yeah, exactly. You got a colonoscopy? Yeah, it was a web series. I had to do it. Yeah, it's true. But I'll take it. I'll take a cleaning. I mean, I'm scared. Do you floss?
I don't make a habit out of it, but I always think of Hedberg's joke where how hard is it to quit smoking? It's as hard as it is to start flossing.
I think about that all the time.
Great joke. But I did last night, but all right. I don't always do it. It's like, man, that's how you know you got a drinking problem. You've never flossed.
Because you're just drunk. You're like,
You're drunk. Drunks barely brush their teeth before bed. They're like, fuck, they fall face first down.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to. My mom says it to me all the time. Make sure to floss. It's such a mom thing to say. But
yeah.
Floss and take your vitamins. My mom's hilarious with the vitamins because she'll tell me vitamins to take, and she's like, what are you taking? I tell her, I'm taking Genius Mushrooms, also the pills. I take Valerian to go to bed. My mom's like, what are these? I'm like, you're telling me to take fish oil.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think? Yours are fucking proven in fact?
I think fish oil is good.
Fish oil is good.
It's good for the joints.
Valerian is good, I think, for your... it calms you before bed. It's good to take. It's like I think magnesium is good before bed too.
Yeah, I've heard that.
But I mean, it's
Zinc.
Zinc is good. Yeah, I feel like zinc is like
the number one.
I feel like zinc just keeps you from getting really sick.
Yeah, zinc is big. I should be taking all these. But then some
Vitamin
people are like,
D.
vitamins aren't real.
Yeah, But then they're like, professional wrestling and Scientology is. So
not the Holocaust. But yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Wait, hold on. I had something. What were we talking about before vitamins?
Harry?
Shit. Oh, we're all
Helena Bonham
spaced.
Carter?
Nah, after that.
People are getting furious at us right now.
Oh, shit. Sorry. Matt? He's jerking off. He's checked out. Oh, damn it. I had something before vitamins. It's gone. All right.
Dentist?
Oh, flossing. Nice.
We did it.
We got it back.
Teamwork.
With the booze, mind you. And we got it for the sober people. You know that flossing stick now that they have?
Yeah.
That little, claw thing?
Some say it's not good for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Well,
I like those things better.
I love that thing because this thing with the string and you're getting this shit on your fingers, I hate it. But the claw thing, to me, stuff like that gives me hope in humanity because it's like we had this string for 500 years, whatever the hell floss has lasted. All of a sudden, this
Did we
one
have flossing 500 years ago?
I assume people are getting in there with like
maybe a toothpick sort of thing,
a twig or a toothpick or something, a root. 1815. Okay, so 100-something, 200 years, we'll say.
Yeah.
And change.
It's hilarious. They're using twigs. You're like, yeah, you just got an even worse disease in your gums from a twig.
Oh, wow. Invented in New Orleans.
Ooh.
I never knew that. Put that in your cap there, Nola. But the claw thing is such a great improvement on floss, and that just came out, 15 years ago, whatever it is? I love that kind of shit because you think we have it all hammered down. This is how it's supposed to be, and then we come out with something better. And to me, that is a great sign about humans.
That's a good point. You know what I like about the claw, too? You could flip it around and poke things first. I mean, it's kind of got the double weapon there.
The double thing, yeah. The claw is genius, and I'm trying to think of other things like that, that we keep upgrading over time.
The razor, maybe.
Yeah,
but
the razor.
I don't feel like the razor's made... Like, it's funny. For all the upgrades we made in the razor, we always go back to the single blade.
Yeah,
for all the progress,
blade
you're like, this one's got 5 blades, and you're like, is that not too much?
Right. I'm
5?
trying to kill myself here, folks. And that razor, you can't cut.
So I got a good rec for you, and this isn't my rec for the week. It's not my rec for the week.
Okay.
But just a rec in general for shaving. I think it's called 10 skin. And it's if you get razor bumps. I get razor bumps all the time. I have sensitive skin. Pour a little there on you, you're good.
Interesting.
10 skin. It's in a blue bottle.
10 skin.
Seed and Smith turned me onto it.
Okay, great. I love it. Good, because I kind of like razor burn because it hides the herpes. No, I'm just kidding. I can
if you don't have herpes, though, then it just looks like you have herpes, Mark.
Yeah, good point. Let's give our rec because I feel like we're going down the barrel here. I got a weird one today.
Love a weird rec.
Okay. I'm going to shout out. Now, I'm giving a restaurant, but it's a chain, so I think it's nationwide.
I love it. Restaurants are hurting. This is a great idea.
Well, I don't know if this one's hurting because it is probably a multi-million-dollar whatever, but the restaurant Cava. I love Cava.
Is that so? They have the hummus and the Middle Eastern type.
They
food?
got all that,
it's like Chipotle style. Where
exactly, you go down the line. You go, I want that. I want the base. I want the quinoa. I want the cauliflower. I want the meatballs. I want the stewed chicken. Whatever.
My favorite is the pickled onions and the pickled beets.
Oh yeah, and that's all free at the end. You get the cilantro and the pickled onions and the cabbage and the olive mix or whatever the hell it is. Get some Cava. It's a little expensive, but maybe that's in New York. It's like
It's great.
You end up spending like $13, but it is so filling. You're full after. You're satisfied. Your breath is horrible, but I love Cava. Shout out to Cava.
Yeah, it's great. There used to be a place kind of like it in the East Village when I was a young comic and trying to get a cheap meal. It was they give you a huge pita and you got unlimited stuff in there. Ooh. So I would literally keep getting the jam shit in there so I could get the fattest meal for like $5. It was great.
I remember that place.
They did not last long because of people like me probably, but. Cava's great. I'm a fan.
All right. Yeah, I was worried because people get weird about chains and shit, but I don't want to say some random New York restaurant because I feel like Cava's everywhere.
They've got the jalapeno hummus. They've got it's great. I love Middle Eastern food, and
it's a nice mix because chains tend to be McDonald's-y or Wendy's-y or whatever, or just salad or chopped or whatever. But this is like interesting, weird, different kind of tastes and foods and spices.
Sometimes I was trying to be healthy and I'll like, let me order chopped. I'm lazy. And I'm like, I'm not going to spend $26 on a salad.
That's crazy.
It's insane.
It's a smart business move because you're just thinking with your stomach and you just go down the line and you're like, I'll have salmon. Yeah, I'll have ham. I'll have egg. And then before you know it, it's $19.99. I
love the choose your own adventure style of eating though. I love the picking and choosing.
Yeah.
Some people are very against it in the times of COVID because, but I'm like, they're wearing a mask. I think we're fine.
Yeah, that's another great innovation. I love when things get innovated. Like sushi was like a big deal when I was getting sushi. You had to go to a restaurant, the guy would bow, and everything was like pristine, and there was
He'd
music.
sacrifice his kid with a samurai sword. You're like, this is strange.
There was like a weird little waterfall in the side, and some guy had a samurai sword, and now it's like you get a sushi little plastic thing at the grocery store, and it's solid.
True.
Solid sushi.
90s sushi, just playing My Heart Will Go On with a pan flute. You're like, All right.
Yeah, exactly. It's great. There was some weird kid meditating on a bamboo rug. It was so intense. And now Sushi's just like, sushi.
Yeah, so now you get a fucking Rite Aid.
Yeah, exactly. It's great.
Americans ruin everything.
I know. We make everything quick, cheap, and easy. Which
Richard Jenny used to have a great bit about how the French have the croissant, and we in America we go, take your croissant with you fat bastard.
Underrated comedian.
Incredible comedian.
Check out Richard Jenny, Platypus Man, if you haven't. And Steaming Pile of Me is great too.
One of the funniest. Yeah.
So funny. So funny.
My rec. This is going to sound crazy.
I love it.
I had never seen this movie before. It is an American classic, and I am ashamed of it. But sometimes there's so many classics. We have so many great American movies that some are going to slip through the cracks. And, this is one of them, Jaws.
Oh, amazing. 1975, the first summer blockbuster, mind you.
Incredible.
Incredible. And it's
I'd
his first
seen
movie.
scenes of it, but I'd never seen it start to finish, and I was so ashamed.
What?
I was like, let me just take a night. I was embarrassed that I've never seen it. I'll tell you another thing. Post-COVID, it plays so interestingly, and the politician who won't shut down the beach, and you're like, man, this is so relevant now.
Yes, interesting. Good call.
He won't
Good
shut
pull.
down the beach, even though it's dangerous, and you're like, fuck, this is like tourist season. Think about all the cities that are hurting tourist-wise. It's tough.
Yeah, and also it's a message that people are the same. We think we're all high and mighty and new age, but everything's just repeating itself. People are all fucked up.
It's also weird to watch that movie and be like, man, I'd kill for just to be a shark.
I know, right? I can just stay out of the water and be fine. That's it.
Could still tour, no worries.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, sharks kill less people than cows, but we just have sharks are kind of like the black people of the sea. Everybody's like scared of them, but they're not even killing that many people. All right.
Dangerous road we're taking here.
Yeah, sorry. That's defending. It's sexier if it's this, if it's like a racial thing, but it's actually. Oh, okay. Jaws, so good. And that's a young Spielberg, and the shark had there's all these books and stories about Jaws. Like the shark barely worked, so that's why they had to use it so little, because it was this big machine that was shitty. And that's why they show it less, but that worked. Showing it less made it more enticing, and more imagination kicked in. Fear is better when it's in your mind.
That's a great point. Special effects won't always age well.
Yeah.
But psychological stuff, it fucks with you. I mean, that's why Psycho is so great. That's why, like, certain classics, you want to make The Shining.
Yeah, and also a lot of foreplay, just like, oh, God, here it comes. No, that wasn't it. Oh, no, that wasn't it. And then the big crescendo at the end, I mean, beautiful.
Who's the actor, the main guy in that with the glasses?
Roy Scheider.
He's great.
Yeah.
French Connection.
Yes.
Great New York movie.
Oh,
if you haven't seen,
great.
I think the greatest car chase scene maybe in movie history. French Connection, the Gene Hackman car chase scene where they're going subway to subway. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that's
that
amazing.
Was insane.
That was like a perfectly orchestrated. The whole thing, everything was perfect timing wise, and just gritty. We've gotten rid of the grit in movies. Look at that. I mean. Remember that scene where there's a guy trying to rape a lady and he stops it, and oh my god, he goes to the basketball court to shake down the black guy. I mean, just look at this. This is unbelievable. This is like 1971, I want to say.
Yeah.
And they're chasing. This is on the subway in New York. I mean, this is great stuff.
This is thrilling.
This is before rules and regulations.
And look at it go. I mean, it's like the pace of the scene. It's really crazy.
Yeah.
Gene Hackman is one of the coolest actors ever. Like, really just, fun fact about Gene Hackman, he was cast as Mr. Robinson in The Graduate.
What?
Mike Nichols.
I could see that.
Yeah, but he was too young.
That makes sense.
So there was a day where Dustin Hoffman's like, man, because Mike Nichols fucked with Dustin Hoffman the whole time on that set.
Oh, really?
And Dustin Hoffman's like, I'm doing a horrible job. I can't.
Wow.
They hate me. I'm doing horribly. It was like his big break, and I'm doing horribly. And Gene Hackman's like, nah, they're gonna fire me. And he's like, what are you talking about? You're amazing. He's like, nah, I got a feeling. Later that day, he got fired. And it was because Mike Nichols was like, he's too young. No one's going to buy him. He's like 8 years older than
it makes sense.
Dustin Hoffman.
It makes sense. That's so funny that these actors were nervous. We see them as such legends, and they're like, I'm out. They hate me.
Yeah, but can't you picture not famous Dustin Hoffman? He's like 5'5". Like, I don't think he's just like, I'm the shit. I think he was like, fuck.
Yeah, no, I get it. It makes sense. But I just rewatched that too. He killed it, and Mrs. Robinson apparently in the movie is like 38. And she's like this old lady. It's so funny.
Yeah, Anne Bancroft was hot in that movie.
Oh, so hot. So sexy.
Great. One of the great, I mean, talk about great American movies of all time. Like,
Yeah.
The Graduate's fucking incredible. And they were trying to sell it as like a sex comedy in the 60s because the studio had no confidence in it.
Oh, damn. Best picture of the year, I think.
I think
it won Best Picture.
Did it? Yeah, I think it was 68 Academy Awards, Harry. Check it out. It definitely was nominated. I don't know if it won.
Yeah, great movie though. It's got the Truffaut influence. It's very French New Wave vibe. And
Yeah.
I think that was one of the first times it came over here and hit the mainstream.
Did it win Best Oscar, Harry?
Best director.
Best director.
Nichols.
What won that year? 68,
Good question.
I think. Because I remember, I seriously just fucking read a book about this, and I don't remember what won.
Mike Nichols had a run. He's a fun story because he has a rare disease and he lost all his hair when he was like 16.
Married to Diane Sawyer.
What?
Yeah.
From Louisville, Kentucky. But so his whole life is a piece. He's wearing a piece,
No shit.
and it's a great hairpiece.
What? In the Heat of the Night. Great movie.
And turned into a TV show that
Rod
I hated.
Steiger won Best Actor that year and couldn't get a job afterwards.
Oh, wow. Is that right?
Yeah.
Showbiz, man.
In the Heat of the Night.
Wow. Showbiz sucks.
Showbiz fucking sucks. And here's another reason Showbiz sucks. That year, In the Heat of the Night and what's the other one with Sidney Poitier? Guess Who's Coming to Dinner? Both nominated. Such different racial stories.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
so true.
Guess Who's Coming to Dinner is like the Hollywood eyes
Yeah,
bullshit. Like,
right.
we're good people, but you're really 12 years behind at best.
Right.
And then In the Heat of the Night, it's kind of like, it's still got problems, but it's a pretty gritty Mississippi cop movie. You know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That is a gritty, dark, fucked up, twisted movie, but great. Check it out.
We should do a bit.
Oh, we should do a bit. I feel like, we ran off on movies on this ep.
We run all over the place, buddy. That's
got
the
that
joy
right.
of this pod.
I never did peeves.
Ooh, all right. Give me a peeve, and I'll give you a peeve.
I got two peeves, but I'll pick one.
All right.
Now, this is maybe a part of a bigger thing, but I think it's a bad sign. I was hanging out with a guy last weekend. You know the guy who hates anyone who's better than him? You know, like... They go, oh, this guy's...
Every comedian of all time?
Well, it's okay to be like, oh, I got to work on that, or he's better than me at that, I suck.
Yeah.
But I hate the, he's got that, fuck him. You're like, oh, this guy's killing it. Oh, fuck that guy. I'm like, well, what do you mean, fuck that guy? He just found a way to do great, and you're hating on him already. It's like, I get it's kind of a half joke, but you're like, oh, that guy's 6'2". Oh, he's 6'2", I'm 5'9". Fuck that guy. You're like, shut up. He didn't choose to be 6'2". How about you make something of your life instead of just hating everybody that's doing better than you? I don't love the go-to hate.
It's a hard guy to be around.
It is. It is.
We're talking about yes and. That's a yes no.
Yeah. Like, maybe I'm a minority here, but I don't understand the Elon Musk on SNL. Like, we act like this is the first unfunny guy to host SNL. We've had Trump. We've had athletes.
Well, you know, I think, I don't personally give a shit. I don't watch
give a
it.
shit either.
But I think the hate with him is like how billionaires have just become ultra wealthy during this pandemic, and most people have lost a shitload of money. So I think the hate is coming from a reasonable place, where it's kind of like, you're rewarding this guy. Like, I think it's
see.
I mean, how would you feel if Bezos hosted? You know,
I think it's interesting.
I think it's interesting too. But like, you got to understand the hate too.
I guess
For me, it's like, I think it's a genius ratings idea.
I think it is too, because all these people are bubbling up. So they're like, well, now I'll watch. I'm not really watching SNL, but I'll watch because of this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably still not going to watch. I mean, we work on Saturdays, and I don't really care that much.
I'll give it a YouTube. I mean,
yeah,
later.
I mean, I'm curious to see a monologue.
I'd
I'm
love
curious
to see a
what he
monologue.
does. I mean, I get the hate. I just don't really. I personally am just like, sometimes those make for interesting episodes. Like back in the day, Rudy Giuliani hosted SNL, and I thought it was really funny.
Yeah, there you go. Sometimes it's fun to have a fish out of water moment in there. You know, this guy's a politician or a soccer player or something, or Forbes hosted one. You're like, what is this? But it's it mixes it up.
People like to they add. And look, I guess SNL does have cultural relevance, and especially political relevance, and they got really mad when Trump hosted. And it's like, my issue is only when people try to play both sides of it. Like, I was, just as a spectator, I was like, oh, you're going to bash Trump every week, but you had him host your show.
Right,
to me,
right.
the hypocrisy of it is like a little like, all right, but I also think like, it is an entertainment show.
Yeah, exactly.
It is there to get ratings.
Yes.
It is hard to get ratings. I mean, this is how bad SNL has to get ratings, and it's like they have an incredibly talented cast, and they still get like Jim Carrey to come in and do a character. It's
right.
like, you're not telling me that someone on the cast can't do fucking Biden better than Jim Carrey?
Yeah, get Carvey back in there.
Dana Carvey's Joe Biden
kills.
Is incredible.
And it's kind of a throwback, like, hey, these older guys are pros. Don't forget about them. These guys killed in their prime and still kill to this day. And there's like a real youthful vibe on SNL, which I get. That's always how it's been, not for primetime players. But let's not sleep on these geezers, because they're killers.
I'm such a big Dana Carvey fan.
Love Dana Carvey.
He was in this movie when I was a kid called Opportunity Knocks, and it's like, it's not a good movie, but I love it.
Is that the one where he's in an LA apartment with a hot lady?
Yeah,
dude,
I
saw that.
He's a con man. The premise is ridiculous. He's a con man, and he and his friend are robbing a house, and it's a really fancy house.
Yeah.
And they get a voicemail, I guess I'm not going to get to meet you and to get the house sit for 2 weeks, and they like look at each other like, party! And they take over the house, and he's a con man, and Robert Loggia is like a guy. He ends up like climbing the ladder at Robert Loggia's company, and he's like, I like you. There's something I see in you. Like, and then he falls in love with his daughter, and it's like a whole thing. But like, dude, I think it fucked up his film career a little bit because he got paid stupid money for it, and it just bombed. But I watched it. I was like, man, Dana Carvey is so fucking charismatic.
Oh, he's great. He's a talent. He's a beast. He's great. I mean, he did a movie about where he was like turtle. What was that movie where? Oh, Master in Disguise.
Yeah.
It's a horrible movie. It's a piece of flaming pile of dog shit, but he's great in it.
Yeah, he's amazing. I mean, Wayne's World 1 and 2.
Wayne's World, The Church Lady. I mean, so even
Clean
his stand-up
Slate.
special was good.
Chopping Broccoli.
Yeah, the Ross Perot. Can I finish? All that was great.
He did like every president.
He did every president.
His Bush is incredible.
Bush is great. He was great. Yeah, big fan of the Carve.
One of the greats. He's probably my fave 5 SNL guys ever, I think.
Oh, really?
He's got to be.
It makes sense.
Phil Hartman, too, for sure.
All right, what do you got on Peeves?
Peeves, all right. Fuck, I wrote one down. Let me see.
But the SNL thing with Musk, it's like, I get it, but it's just weird when the cast members are like, I'm not going on, I'm protesting. You're like, this is what it is. Like,
well, yeah, that
grow
to
up.
me, protesting is kind of like, all right, well, you're not going to last. You know, like choose your battles. But also,
are you that bothered?
But he's also, you do this to get ratings. I mean, that's the point. And he's people are talking about it. Mission accomplished.
There you go.
Okay, this is one. It's less than a peeve. It's kind of funny to me, but it's still a peeve. I'm on like an elevator, and there's a white guy just like rapping loudly, just like rapping to his music with his headphones in.
Hate it already.
And I wanted to just turn to him and be like, "Hey, excuse me, I work for a record company. You've got the goods. That's why you're doing this, right? Because you want people to notice you're an amazing fucking rapper.
Exactly.
It's ridiculous.
Is he pronouncing like, "Hey guys, I'm going to do a rap. Here's my hat for some money."
He's just like,
oh God, this guy's all out to lunch. I hate this guy.
Yeah.
He's just rapping
Mark
loudly.
Norman's comedy special, Out to Lunch.
Check it out.
That's a good way to work your.
Yeah, it is. That's the whole point. Is that I'm out to lunch. But yeah. That's horrific. He's rapping loudly. I hate this guy.
I don't like people. I did a peeve on this last week where it's like, I don't like people taking over common space.
Yes.
It's always been a peeve of mine. Have some respect for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
There's something about it. Then again, I choose to live in New York City. So
True.
It's a pretty fucking dumb peeve to have. But these aren't things that I can't take. These are peeves.
They're peeves. Yeah, you sit there and you deal with it. But my question is, let's say you started rapping. Like there's that great Curb moment where a guy's on a Bluetooth at a restaurant just alone. And so Larry starts going, and then I did this, and then he's talking to himself. And the guy's like, what are you doing? He's like, what are you doing? What's the difference? He's like, I'm talking to somebody. He's like, what's the difference? You can't see who I'm talking to, whatever. And that's how I feel like you should start rapping in front of this guy and see how he likes it.
Fake rap battle?
Yeah, fake rap battle. Give him a taste of what's what. And then go a hippie to the hop to the hip hop. I'm at a hippie to the hop. What subway stop are you going to? Jew. I got nothing.
You
But,
never
yeah.
see people, they're always blasting rap on the subway. You never see someone like hold up a speaker. It's just like James Taylor or some shit.
That's true. James Taylor fans are quiet. Yeah, they don't really make noise. But yeah, rapping out loud on the subway, it takes a little balls and vulnerability to go, hey, folks, if you like my rap, give me a buck or whatever. But to just do it outright like that,
It wasn't even his. He was just singing along to the music with his headphones in. No, if it was his own, I'd have a little more respect.
Yeah. That's what I thought he was doing his own shit.
I saw a guy on the subway once come on and start reading poetry, and I'm like, man, you've got some balls.
Yeah.
Poetry's got, you got to have balls.
Nobody likes poetry.
Nobody.
Nobody's going to a poetry slam or a, stand-up poetry or a poetry club.
It's tough.
It is. Yeah. I mean, save that shit for your girlfriend or a love letter. But
And you better be doing it during a breakup. You do it to win her back. Don't break it out casually.
Yes. Oh. And was it his or was it?
It was his.
Oh, man, that's tough.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
What? Give me a bit.
All right. I got 2 ideas. So one, I'll just do one because we're running low here. But I got this whole bit about how men are horny, and this is raw. I don't know where to go with it, so bear with me. Men are horny and
So
are
raw and bare in the setup here.
yeah. Men are horny, and it ruins us, because women are like, hey, it sucks. I'm a woman. I get pregnant. I have to take time off. I have to raise a kid. I might not be able to go far in my career because I get pregnant. I'm like, I get it. But men get horny, and look how many careers that's ruined. It's like Epstein and Kobe and Cosby. If we didn't get horny, imagine the amount we would flourish. We have to deal with our horniness.
I wouldn't give examples because you're giving examples of rapists.
I
think that immediately is like,
good point.
And it didn't ruin Kobe's career. He came back from it.
He did come back, yeah.
Something else ruined his career.
Helicopter?
Yeah. Then...
But it's definitely a hindrance.
Yeah.
Maybe pregnant is the wrong angle because that's like...
No, I think that's great.
They're both biological.
I like it. Well, this is biological. So is me being horny.
Right.
That's very Mark voice. I also think, I wouldn't even give examples. Like, look how many careers this has ruined. I was horny. It's tough. The tough thing is you have to make that. No one's like, I want to ruin my career. No man is like, I want to.
Exactly. It's just
he was really bad. He was also really horny.
Yeah, but you get no sympathy for horny.
Yeah, that's
but
a good point.
It is a biological thing. Like your horniness is. It's I get it. This is dicey waters because there's like sexual harassment suits all the time and all that.
No, but that's you at your best. I think dicey waters. I mean,
yeah. I'm not saying it's good. I'm just saying it is a factor that we don't really include it in the debate.
Men will jack off before a date to act like humans on the date.
There you go. That's a great example. It's so true. Yeah. And then I feel like the ending of the bit could be like, well, I get pregnant. I'm like, how do you think you got pregnant? I was horny. That's the big... I already got the ending, but I need the middle, the gooey middle nougat. So I think that's something. Like, it just... I have a line in the beginning where I'm like, men are hornier than women, and women go, no. And I go, ladies, you've never gone to a family reunion. Go, I would do it. And that kills. So I'm like, that kind of shows like what we're willing to do because of our horniness. Men are fucking animals. We're fucking relatives because that's how bad it is.
I'll tell you what ruins a career is fucking a family member.
Yeah.
Look at Woody Allen.
Right, exactly. Look at Woody Allen. Perfect example. But again, he's like a bad guy.
It's tough. I think you have to make it like, I think you have to say just like generic Me Too, because that way the mind doesn't go straight to hopefully a rape. Maybe
bad
it does
shit.
still. It's tough.
That's why it's tough, because no one has sympathy for horniness.
Because you don't want to sound like you're defending a rapist.
I don't want to be that guy.
You want to sound like you're defending the horniness.
Yeah. But
I also like the idea, look how much I'm horny as hell. Look how much I get done.
Yeah.
I do 2 podcasts. I do the road. I do 4 shows a night. You know how many times I jacked off today?
Yeah. I know, but you get no sympathy. It's kind of, I have another bit about sex workers. I'm like, I've been supporting them for years. And everybody's like, oh, that doesn't count. I'm like, well, you support this group and that group. I've been paying her this girl's rent. Like, just because I'm getting blown doesn't mean I'm not a hero. All right, maybe there's nothing there. But I'm working on it.
I think sex worker is becoming more and more accepted. I think it's like becoming more legal and more accepted. That people still I remember I saw a comic once on stage say he paid for sex, and it wasn't even true. It was like a misdirect. But he said that, and it got like a big "aw."
Yeah.
Like, people...
From women, too, by the way.
I bet also no one would even believe that. Like, you're a good-looking guy, I think, you know?
Yeah, I've never actually gotten a prostitute, but I'd like the idea that, like, you're all of a sudden, it's like a weird gray area of, are you a good guy or not? But I'm like, I've been helping this whore out,
Right.
you know? But you're still...
So maybe don't make it about you. So if I were to do this, I think maybe it's a better observational joke, because it's not true. I think maybe you're losing people who are like, I don't think that's true.
Yeah, maybe you're right. All right. I'll just make it about the idea of it.
I think the other bit too, it's like, it's a great, I love the horny versus pregnant thing. I think that's
Thanks.
great. I mean, they're both things, they're both things that ruin careers.
Yeah, true.
Difference is a woman can come back, they can come back from being pregnant.
Yeah.
And you get paid to be gone. No guy gets paid to leave because he was horny.
That's good.
Except maybe Bill O'Reilly. I think he got a nice settlement.
Yeah. But Nick Griffin has that great bit about, like, I called in horny to work. So I'm trying to, which is such a killer bit.
He's a
Check
beast.
that out if you haven't seen it. I think it's on Letterman or Conan.
Yeah, he's one of the best.
But yeah, I don't want to delve into that whole pond. But yeah, I think there's something there. All right. And I just want to keep it away from, like, abusive men or whatever, bad men.
For sure.
All right, what do you got?
So this is a weird one. This is like a riff the other night, and it hit, and I think this could be a bit. Someone was telling me in the crowd that she had a pet tarantula. And I said, man, you know you got a shitty pet when the second it gets out of the cage, you think, I guess I got to kill it.
That's funny.
You know what I mean? Like you have a guinea pig, it gets out of the cage, you're like, oh, look at it. You have a tarantula gets out, you're like, put your fucking mouth on the curb, you know?
Yeah, so true. I feel similarly, and I don't know if I'm going off the rails here, but with some people I see with dogs with muzzles, I'm like, this is your pet? You have to put a muzzle on it? You know, like just to hang out with it, just to go to the park, you have to put a muzzle on it. What's the point?
Yeah, why don't you adopt Hannibal Lecter for fuck's sake?
Exactly. You're hanging out with a murderer or a violent being. So yeah, right when it gets out, you got to kill it. It's the same with people with snakes. This thing gets out, you're done.
It's such a weird status thing where people have like a pet tiger. Remember Mike Tyson, pet tiger, and you're just like, I understand this makes you feel powerful, but guess what won't make you feel powerful? If that thing gets out of its cage.
Yeah,
You're
right.
going to feel like kind of a pussy.
Yeah. I wonder if there's an analogy of like, those people who have boyfriends are like, he's great at home, but I can't take him anywhere. It's the same with that. Like, he's great in the aquarium thing, but you can't let it out.
Yes.
Not a great pet. You want to be able to, you literally can't do the thing that it's named after, which is pet it. It's a pet. You can't pet it.
It's a stay away.
Yeah. I'm getting too 80s. But, yeah.
What's the deal with these rotary phones?
They got a cord on it. Yeah. Can't even let it out of the box it's kept in.
Yeah.
It's too violent. That's something.
You don't want a scary pet. Like, why would you get a scary pet?
Your pet shouldn't want to kill you.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of a pet is love and companionship and, cuddling and all that. And you can't even do that. So you're just you're just enjoying having a murderer in your home. You're like, look at this murderer. I got it in my house. That's the fun part.
Yeah, I should ask her. I want to see what your boyfriend's like.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, can't take him anywhere. Every time I let him out, he kills somebody.
There's something. I'll crack this.
There is something.
First part hit. There's something there for sure. Yeah. When I did as a riff, it killed. I think it could work. And I did it the next night and it hit, but it needs a little more, I think.
Yeah.
The animals are, it's weird the different types of animals, you know?
Ferret is weird.
Honestly, unless you have a dog or cat, it's a little weird.
I agree.
Even goldfish is a little weird.
Yeah.
You want a pet that, like, it's going to die that soon?
Don't get me started on a parrot. This thing's got to sit in a cage.
Any bird.
Any bird. They can't fly. That's their whole purpose in life.
Just birds are weird.
I know.
Parrots are like fucking, it's like having an Alexa. They're listening.
True. It's an Alexa that doesn't know anything. It can talk, but you're like, hey, you can't ask the parrot the weather. It goes, fuck you, or whatever. Yeah, at least Alexa has information.
I bet the mafia doesn't have parrots. You don't want a bird that can testify.
It was him. Yeah, that's funny. There could be some that parrot Alexa thing I like.
Maybe.
But the tarantula is interesting. Why would you want a pet that'll kill you?
I've never seen a tarantula that I liked.
No.
I've never seen like positive tarantula PR, even in a movie. When has it ever been like, oh, cool tarantula?
Yeah, there's no Pixar about a friendly tarantula.
Yeah, they did. Pixar was able to pull off a friendly rat. They couldn't do a friendly tarantula.
Good point. Yeah, even in Home Alone, the tarantula got out and it bit one of the bad guys. That was the high end.
I guess that's good
point.
though. You do want to bite a bad guy.
I guess.
But even then, you're kind of rooting for the bad guys.
Right. Yeah, because you relate to them. It's the scariest
These
spider.
guys are home invaders, and you're like, fuck that bug.
Yeah. Yeah, the tarantula. That's true. I don't get any of those pets. The snake, tarantula, anything that's vicious.
Dog or cat are really, and if I guess guinea pigs are kind of cute too. They're kind of funny animals.
Sure.
But like dog, cat, guinea pig, and maybe if you're like
maybe
I
a
don't know.
hamster, I
maybe
guess.
Maybe a hamster, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, but
I mean, not my favorite, but
no, I get it. I'm with you.
Dog or cat are my.
Yeah. Agreed. So yeah, I'm with you on the tarantula. I'm just trying to find the turn. Trying to find the.
I got enough to play with here. It's just terrific. I think I got a few angles here to play with.
It's got legs. All right, 8 of them. Okay.
Well, plug some dates. Where are you going to be?
Oh,
man?
yeah. I'm all over the road here. Houston, Albany, Syracuse, Buffalo, Portland, all these clubs. You know what's a bummer is these clubs, they don't put the link up for a while. So I get all these tweets like, when's the link going up? I'm like, I don't know.
You got to fight them, man.
You got to fight them. Virginia Beach, all kinds of good stuff. Toledo. Oh, that could be weird.
City of Glass.
Philly.
The glass manufacturing city.
Dayton, Arlington, Brea, and L.A. Is that right? West Palm Beach.
Oh, you got some good improv coming up.
Providence.
Yeah, I got a lot of those same rooms coming up. I got Salt Lake this month.
Nice.
I got Arlington, Virginia this month. I'm bringing Anthony DeVito to Salt Lake. I'm bringing Veter to Arlington. Gary Veter, our boy.
Oh, that's
I got
gonna be a fun
Albany.
time.
I got Tampa. I got Raleigh. I got a ton of shit.
Oh, good clubs.
Yeah, all good clubs. I'm so pumped at my tour schedule, and go to sammorril.com/shows. I'm going Portland too. I'm doing Kentucky, all over the fucking map.
Nice.
So
Lexington?
yeah,
That's
baby.
a fun room.
Oh, one of the all-time classic clubs.
I saw
Comedy
your
Off
name
Broadway.
on the wall. Yeah, Comedy Off Broadway.
Classic.
Classic
Bringing
club.
Ron Hirschberg to that one.
Oh, nice.
I got Dina Hashem with me in Tampa. I'm bringing great comics on the road with me, so you're getting a great show.
Hell yeah. Oh, Orlando too. So yeah, Boston too. All kinds
Boston
of
in
fun
September.
stuff. There you go.
Let's fucking go. We're coming.
We're on the
coming
road,
for you, baby.
We're back on the road. On the road again. So yeah, tell a friend, spread the word, send your peeves. We might be drunk pod at Gmail. Drink Rex. Somebody sent me a drink rec. He's like, you're gonna love this. It's gin and ice. I was like, get the hell out of here.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, I don't know if he was being funny or what, but I got a kick
I think
out
he's
of
being
it.
funny. I don't think that's a real. And then we got go follow our Instagram page. We're promoting a lot of comics we like on there. We got clips coming. We're recording this at Gotham Studios in New York City. They're doing such a great job here on 38th Street. We love them.
Yeah.
Love the setup. We got Harry producing. We got Matt in the booth. We're rocking, we're rolling. I feel good about this. We'll keep boozing. I like this. You pick one round, I pick the next round for
Love
episodes.
it.
It's fun.
Love it. Yeah, I feel weird. I had to carry a bunch of liquor in my backpack all day.
Same. It's like, what am I, 16?
I
This is
know,
crazy.
exactly. Give me some Taka and a Gatorade bottle, and we'll go to a concert. Limp Bizkit's in town. All right. Thanks, folks. We'll
Thank
see
you guys.
next week.
Oh, and subscribe to the Patreon, patreon.com/WeMightBeDrunkPod. We'll read your recs, your jokes, your peeves, drinks, all that shit. Can't wait to get at it, and see you soon.